Establish your routine in terms of study. Here goes a link that it is in the bio about my new course. I released 3 volumes, okay, that will help you to master the fretboard from the beginning to the advanced level, where you will connect the dots. Things that was just a separate subject, now you will be able to navigate across the whole neck in all the 12 keys in an easy way. So if you are interested to start your ear good, click in the link. What's up, everybody? Long time no see you guys. So good to be back. So good to have a different vibe now. So I hope everyone is doing really well. And it was almost 1 month, right, that I was out of work. I was in holidays, also moving to Brazil. And I brought a lot of cool things for us. It's been a really long while, but there was video posted in this meantime. And today, polemic. Yeah, as everybody likes polemic. Like, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. So if you like this type of content about captures, tone, how to develop your skills, how to find your perfect tone, subscribe in our channel, like this live, share with your friends to be able to receive the notification of the future lives, okay? And interact with me in the chat. Let's have a friendly chat. Let's talk about it. Let's learn with each other. Because today I have something really cool for us. I play with lots of things here. I'm not gonna specify like still, okay? But I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna do like a blind test for you with NAMM, with capture, and one surprise. The surprise, I'm not gonna tell you what is that, okay? So we're gonna use NAMM A2, okay? The A2, the new one. We're gonna use a capture from Quad Cortex because I have the Quad Cortex unit, and one surprise. But for those that don't know yet, no problem. I will explain in details. We're gonna make questions, we're gonna talk about it, and I will play for you guys. Yes. So you can just feel a bit of the vibe. I'm not gonna tell you which one is it. Just feel it. Like, look at this. Let's call it device A. Let's go to the device B, just to have another idea. Let's go to the device C now. So far, was short, was just an intro. Write in the comment, A, B, or C, which one sounds better for you until the moment. You're not gonna know which one is it because I will tell you in the future. In the future, in a couple of minutes. But you're gonna know in a couple of minutes. So let me start reading here some question and some notes that I did for us to better understand all of this polemic that people are talking about. And if you did not like listen about NAMM and you are here and you are like, what's this guy's talking about? No worries, but the music sector, all the guitarists, all those dreamers, of lovers of tone, they stopped the entire world to talk about this, okay? And let's understand a bit more about it. So first of all, what is exactly NAMM? N-A-M. So NAMM means Neural Amp Modeler, but no, it's not Quad Cortex. Okay, I know that people are gonna have this confusion. I did this. I was like, what? What Neural did that I don't know yet? Like, I was searching. I was like, what? But Quad Cortex did nothing. What happened? No, the guys place a name that's gonna confuse everybody. Yeah, they have to change this, because everybody's gonna think like it's related to Quad Cortex. But no, Neural Amp Modeler, okay, NAMM. Basically, instead of somebody programming an algorithm and saying, this is how Fender Twin should behave, because the amp that I'm using and I was playing now in the live is a Fender 65 Twin reverb, okay? Lovely that amp. So instead of you just program the algorithm and say like, okay, this is how the Fender Twin should behave, NAMM, okay, NAMM listens to the real amp and learns how the amp changes the guitar signal. So they did a different workaround to make this type of capture, okay? So you send a reference signal through the amp, record what comes out, and a neural network learns a relationship. Then you end up with a small NAM file that tries to reproduce that exact sound and response. So technology nowadays is becoming like incredible for some type of things, and for others a nightmare. But this is coming something cool, because I will kind of start giving my conclusion for you guys about NAM, if it's cool or not. But technology nowadays, it's making our life easier if we know how to use it. And in other areas, it's making us more silly, okay, more lazy, let's say, okay. But NAM is cool. So then let's simplify it even further, okay. So think about like taking a snapshot of an amp at a particular setting, tweak that button, the volume, middle, treble, bass, but not just an EQ snapshot. It's learn the distortion, dynamics, compression, and response of the gear. So thinking about, you take a picture of me exactly how I am now, boom, this position. You're gonna have what of me? Just a picture, okay? Just a picture. You're not gonna have another position than this. You're gonna have me like this. It's a picture. I'm not gonna change. What you could do, you could saturate my colors. So maybe if you saturate a bit more, it can be white and black, but the position will be the same. You can try to distort it a bit there, and it's gonna be a little bit more, but nothing that will make the picture really different, okay? So the snapshot, the NAM, will take exactly the position of your amp in that moment, or even more. Exactly the amp, the cabinet, the position of the microphone that you place, okay? So if you place in the edge, if you place that in the middle, if you place in the corner, etc., it's gonna capture exactly how it was in that moment, that day, okay? So let's say you have your gear, you wanted to bring with you, but it's so heavy, the head of your amp in your cabinet, you just want a snapshot of that. You just want like a capture of that. You want to do a NAM of that, okay? So you're gonna tweak at home, do all the work around. You're gonna do the capture with the NAM, and they will have all the response and signal of your guitar in that moment. So you can use in that moment the pedal, the overdrive, the EQ, but exactly the way it will come, you will have this for you to use in your, then it's gonna be another question. Which unit can use that? So you're gonna use another unit to bring it home. So you can use like a unit so much more smaller than your amp itself. So it's gonna be easier for you, right? So the important part, NAM itself is open source. Open source. Listen, because the dream just starts right now, okay? You are not locked into one company. An NAM file can theoretically go anywhere that supports NAM. So it's not like, let's say, how can I think? You're not gonna be locked, like let's say, like for example, Quad Cortex is locked for just Quad Cortex captures and stay there, you know what I mean? Like, for example, Fractal does not accept captures. We don't do it, this type of things. They are locked, the company, they have their own modelers, their own stuffs, and don't go further. Other units, they brought it, yes. So that's come my question of my life. Did NAM just make my Quad Cortex like useless, unnecessary? Let's see this. So is it clear until now what is the NAM? So NAM is nothing that comes just now. Because they just develop even more. So we have the NAM A2, but we have the NAM N1. So it's something that we already had in the past. But now with the technology they brought, it's something even better. And what's the difference then? What changed between the NAM A2 and NAM A1? So I wrote it like this for you guys. The NAM we had before is now basically called A1, architecture 1. It's already sounded really good, but one of the biggest problems was processing power. Full quality NAM was easy on a computer, but much harder to put inside inexpensive pedals and hardware. So A2 is basically the new engine. The goal was make NAM more accurate while using less processing power. So before, if you were using, like for example, the capture, and you want to use in your unit, just that capture is so heavy that you're gonna lose all the DSP of your CPU of your unit, and boom, you're not gonna be able to do anything else. Just the capture, cabinets, and a couple of pedals, and if you can use a couple of pedals. So A2 can, with something even more accurate and even more light, for you to be able to use more and do, like, let's say, a setup preset even more like elaborated, okay? So A2, as I said, is based on the new engine. The goal is just aim to be accurate and use less processing power. And this is the killer part to explain, because with A2 you basically have two versions inside the same model, full and light. Full gives you maximum quality when you have enough processing power, and light lets smaller hardware run the same A2 model with much less CPU. So the thing is really cool. You can use the new engine, but run this with two different models, like light and full, and it's nice. To be honest, we're gonna do this later to see if it's really have a difference between the full and light. It's a bit harder, but we're gonna try. And according to TONE3000, its measure A2 full is roughly 30 to 40% more CPU efficient than the old A1 standard, while A2 Lite can run in real time on expensive and embedded processor. One A2 model can contain both full and light version, so you don't have to make two separate captures. Okay, that's insane. That's insane, guys. The friend-to-friend version, A1 was already crazy good. A2 is basically then saying, can we make it sound even closer to the amp and at the same time make it cheap enough computationally that companies can put inside to the normal pedals? Yes, they managed. They did something even like cooler, light, doesn't like occupy a lot of space in your unit, so you can bring this unit. And which one is this one that I'm playing? Do you think it's the NAMM? Or is the capture of Quad Cortex? Or it is a surprise that I brought for you? It's so nice. Sounds cool, but we don't know if it is NAMM or not. I'm gonna tell you in a while. So, does A2 actually sound better than the old NAMM? A nice balance answer would be like, on paper, yes, they improved the architecture and their measure shows A2 getting closer to the original gear. They also say it handles some high frequency and ringing artifacts better. Yes, but that's exactly why I'm doing this live. I don't really care if graphics goes up and down. What matters is we play and feel it. Like, you know, has to feel the difference when you are playing. When you strum it. We need to feel it, we need to play. You can see graphic, you can see a lot of things, but what matters is when we take this with us and do the blind test and check it, all right? So, and the question is like, why is everybody suddenly talking about NAMM A2? I explained a bit more up about the crazy developing that they did, but why people are talking about this? It's because NAMM already had the reputation of sounding extremely good. The problem was never really, can NAMM sound good? The problem was, how do we get this technology out of the computer and into the normal guitar hardware? That was the thing, because before it was like the plugin of Neural, Amplitude, etc. But now the fact is, how to bring this out of the computer and use this with us in our unit. Veil-tone, Nux, what's the name of the thing? Ampero, Hair Rush, what's the name? There's one more. An anagram, I think it calls. those type of units, Fractal, Quad Cortex, Kemper, can we use in all of that? So let's check. So the thing is, A2 is potentially solving that, you know, they made it. And then that's why this gets interest for like Quad Cortex, TONE3000, Kemper, Helix, Fractal, and everybody else. Because now you have an open source capture format that the hardware companies can support without having to invent their own capture ecosystem. You can create the thing for your company, but there's an open system already for free. That's the part that everybody went crazy, because it's for free. And this is actually the bigger story that simply A2 sound better became something really cool. Greatest question for the chat. Let's talk about this. Would you rather have the best capture technology locked to one mother, or an open format you could move between different devices? So that's a question that you can make to yourself. What would you rather do? Best capture technology to one mother, or an open format that you could move between different devices? So just stay with Quad Cortex, making capture using the Quad Cortex, or you would like to have like the opportunity to take, like, for example, the profile that Kemper does, and Helix now is doing another one, like capturing also now this NAM, those type of guy. Would be this interesting for us users of Quad Cortex, Fractal, all the types? Of course it would be. It would be nice. You have more opportunity. I'm a lover of tone. I'm always separating a part of my day, not all the day searching for tone. So when I have free time and I have nothing to do, then I spend a bit of time checking, just having fun, go here, there, check the sounds of amp that I like. Unfortunately, I don't have it here, and probably I will never have the opportunity to have it because sometimes it's expensive. With the capture, you can have the taste of that. You can eat a partial part of the cake with the capture. So with this, it's become really cooler. Like you can make, for example, tone of some guitarists that you like it, that let's say use a signature amp that is super expensive. You know what I mean? So let's get a bit more further of this capture. We don't know if this one is an amp because I'm not gonna tell you yet. But we have that one, we have this one. Look at this, look at the sound. I change, okay? This one is the Capture A. I'm not gonna say if this is NAM or Quad Cortex Capture or the Surprise. The B now. Write in the comment, guys, which one is sounding better for you, A, B, or C? But for me, they are marvelous, you know. So who is this TONE3000? Did they invent NAM? Let's talk a bit more about them, because we have to understand that we have NAM, okay, those guys that developed this, and what is this TONE3000? Because you want to use this, right? I'm pretty sure that you want to use this. You want to know how I'm doing this, how I'm being able to use NAM with Cortex. People are being crazy, like, this guy is using NAM with Quad Cortex. How come? So the distinction is worth making because people will confuse this, okay? No, TONE3000 didn't create the original NAM. NAM was created by Steve, okay? TONE3000 is basically the ecosystem around it, all right? It's a massive online library where you can lose the entire day there. Yes, listen to me. If you go there, there's no way out. I discovered that thing, and when I saw it, I spent like 3 hours. I was like, man, we have to be diligent on this because it's a library, man. You're gonna like spend a lot of time there because it's super cool. And it's a massive online library where people can upload, download, and train NAM capture. Just think about it like a cloud marketplace library for amp tones, except the NAM farm itself, it's open. So it's super cool. It's where for A2 became like that's why they became like directly involved, because TONE3000 actually funded the development of A2 and worked together with Steve to build it. That's become the good thing, you know. So people are doing their captures of A2, releasing in the TONE3000, and there you can download it for free. So if before you were talking about buying amplitude, or if you're getting promotion, you're gonna pay like $99 with a lots and lots of the plugin for amps. Now we are having captures for free. Yes, and I'm not talking about 5, 10. I'm talking about, I think I saw a guy saying that's more than like 500,000 captures already. So each capture, if you use like 5 captures a day, you're not gonna be able to know all of them, you know, because people is constantly posting things there. For me today to bring this Twin65, like I spend my time on that, and this is gonna be another thing that for us to discuss is if it's cool or not, because I spent, I think it was 2 hours on that to find the capture. Not because I was trying to find the capture, was because I was trying to find something really good. Because we are not talking about anymore IK Multimedia that does the job, and you know that the company is boom, incredible. I'm not talking about now Neural DSP, the Quad Cortex one, those guys that did the plugin, like Archetype for Petrucci, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, that we know that the company is good. We are talking about an open source that, for example, me, that are not an engineer, can just do my capture here at home and boom, post it there. For me, it's gonna sound good, but it's, let's say, amateur. But it will be there. You can like it, yeah, but you can also don't like it. So that's the issue here, because we have a lot, it's overloaded, have a lots of capture that you want to spend time, because of course it's good because you go there, you can just open it and you can test it in live or doing live, like just go plug your guitar interface, your audio interface, and plug it before download it. There's a lot of latency, at least for me. It's terrible. I just prefer like download it, check it, and see if I like it, because the latency is driving me crazy. I cannot even test it, but okay, they're gonna resolve this in the future. But what I mean is, it's nice, but at the same time, if you buy, I'm not saying for you to go and buy now captures, but when you buy a capture from some company, you know that those guys work with that. You know, they are companies for a long time. They do the things with the best quality, the best equipment, etc. And that's it. And there you're gonna paint in the gold until you find the gold. I did something, and for me it was good. It took me 2 hours, but I find something that for me was nice. Sometimes I'm too much demanded. I demand a lot, I'll be honest with you. That's why it took me 1 year to buy the modular unit. So then for us to understand how to use this thing, gateway. What's that gateway? So the gateway is just the kind of like the plugin, let's say, the software that you can use to use those capture. Okay, I can show this for you guys. It's not gonna be a problem. So, wait, hold on. I have to open this thing here. Okay, so here it goes. You are seeing the gateway. This is a really simple plugin that those guys allow us to download it for free, of course. You just need to go in their website of NAMM, download it, install, it's easier. Just config just set this thing according to your interface, okay? And it's gonna be an easy plugin. Input of the guitar, threshold for noise gate. You have EQ, basic EQ with bass, middle, treble, and the output of the volume that you want. Here you click and go to your files on your computer, because you download things on TONE3000. Extract those files from the zip, And then you just have to find the file where you download it, click on that, add it here. Of course, double check if you are downloading just the amp head or the combo. If you are using the combo, you don't need an IR. By the way, here comes something that I'm really passionate on TONE3000, is that they have IR for free. What is IR? Impulse response. Yeah, my friend, impulse response. So if you're tired of your cabinets, in your modelers, impulse IR is one of the best thing ever, you know. Of course, you cannot, it's kind of like the same thing of capture of the position of the microphone and the cabinet, etc. But impulse IR bring, for me personally, bring a really good result when I add it to my modelers, to my capture. It just improved more and more. If you get a really good IR, it's incredible. For example, I'm using a Mesa Boogie 412 here with a 57. Man, that's incredible, you know. It sounds really good, really good. So this is the plugin. The plugin, in my opinion, can be more elaborated. I'm not gonna lie. For example, here I can turn off the IR and turn on, but here I cannot turn off my amp. Why I'm saying this? Because sometimes we want to switch for other things and you cannot turn off. It would be cool if you can turn off. Amplitude does this, and I think also Neural DSP plugins does this as well. It would be cool. It's simple, but it's useful. It's worth for free. I'm not complaining, you know. I'm just giving like an advice what they could do. They could add here. I think they could also add, at least for iMac, okay, another button settings. This one is not the really setting of the thing. This one is just this type of settings. It's really simple. And the one, the general one, it's all the way up in your upper bar in the computer. So I think they could add something in the layout also for you to place the, how do I say, the input, output, the latency, etc., etc., etc. Those things that you can control MIDI, etc. It would be cool if it's here already. It's just something that we can develop more. Here, if you click here, you're gonna have this thing of this link. To be honest, I tested. I did not feel that much difference. It's really like it's really hard to see the difference. However, maybe I have to spend a bit more time. And basically that's it. It's easier, guys. Download it from the app, NAM. I think my wife can maybe place the website for you guys for NAM. And then you just read that. Watch the video of Steve. It's nice. He explained a bit more of this. Steve is the guy who developed, and it would be really cool for you to have this experience. So basically, download it, install, go to TONE3000. My wife can also place the TONE3000 website for you guys, for you to just go to the library and spend a bit of time there to see how is it. I'm gonna just conclude with the question, and then we're gonna go with the blind test, okay, to see the difference between one and the other. So now comes the question of everyone is talking about, like, okay, you talk about this. You said that it's really good. We could extract that from the computer to use any unit. But which hardware actually supports an MA2? This has changed very quickly. So it's really polemic. So this is where it gets crazy. A2 isn't just in a computer plug anymore. We already have actual hardwares running it natively. Okay. So some good example that I can mention to you with A2 full high quality implementation are, get ready, Headrush Prime, Headrush Core, Headrush Flex Prime, Dark Glass the anagram that I mentioned before, the Dime Head NAM player, Sound Labs Stomp Station Pro, and there's so many more. So and there's one thing that I have to mention. Headrush was one of the units of model unit that was that was one of the most let's say nobody talks about it, you know. It was something that nobody remember of that. The unit was bigger, too much bigger. People were like, no, that's too bigger for me. The sounds of the model is like, yeah, okay, fun, but for that price I can find something different, something like, I can go with something else. Yeah, I don't want that. And then suddenly 𝗏𝗏𝗏 just updated and placed the website of the TONE3000 inside of the modeler. So when you go with your 𝗏𝗏𝗏 there, boom, the screen really big, touch screen, you can open it and you can have the TONE3000 online, boom, for you to make the download it and play it. Look at that, man. For me, for those units that can use NAMM, now 𝗏𝗏𝗏 I think is the top one so far. Because of this, because of the friendly device, because of the interaction that you can have it easily to go to open the website in your modeler. You don't need to go, let's say, in your computer, download it, and bring to your device. No. Just open that in your modeler, and it's fine. That's insane. And I'll be honest with you, here comes one more thing that I have to talk about it. So if I take a capture, let's say this capture that I'm using here. Can this capture sound the same? That's a good shot first. If I take A2 NAMM capture, okay, is it gonna sound the same in 𝗏𝗏𝗏, ampero, veil tone, anagram, etc.? No. The unit is gonna sound different. With many things. One, which cabinet you're using, which IR you're using. Is it the same? Even though it's the same, it will sound different. It will sound different. The YouTube channel Undertones, they just made it comparison with the same capture that they did with 4 or 5 units like Nux, veil tone, I think, anagram, 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Guys, not sounded the same, you know. It was the same like capture, but in the end of watching that video, for me, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 was with the best sound that could extract from that capture, in personal opinion, and anagram as well. Anagram was really cool. But in that comparison that they did, veil tone was too much bright for me. Nux was too much mud. I didn't like it. The 𝗏𝗏𝗏 in the anagram was the one that had more balance and was good. Was like no ball of frequency. Was really cool. So if you are asking me, and what about more affordable hardware units that you can use? You can use the Chaos Audio Stratus Nimbus A2 Lite, Blackstar Beam Mini, Lava Studio. Guys, Lava Studio, you know, have you ever searched about this thing? It's like, looks like an Apple thing, you know, a tablet with a box that you just open the screen, really huge screen, super cool. That looks like you are just opening your amp and have all the buttons for you to tweak. It's insane, Lava. I'm not talking about the tone. I'm talking about how the device is cool, like friendly, you know, for you to do the things. It now has the Lava, pardon, it now has the NAMM A2, so you can use it, the captures there. So it's even more cool because you're gonna have great sounds there. And you can use mower. Okay, I think maybe Undertones was using mower. I don't remember exactly. But mower G8000, G8000Li, native A2 Lite, the user, you know. Nux used this as well, MG50Li. Guys, there's good and cheap modelers that you can buy that you're gonna be able to use this. However, maybe you are wondering, like, what about the Quad Cortex? What about the camper? Helix, hello Helix, Fractal. Is it Fractal in the same table talking about this? Are those guys sitting here with us? No, they ain't sitting here with us. However, I did a research recently saying that, I think it was a guy, one of the guys from the Fractal, saying that the new generation of Fractal most probably will be able to have NAMM inside. So maybe Fractal is doing something new, and it's not just a speculation. We don't know what exactly, if it's FX4, something like that. But the guy said that probably they will have H2 there. So I don't know what those guys are gonna do in the future, if they really will implement this on Quad Cortex, etc. It would be really cool, I'll be honest with you. It's more tones for us, it's more things for us to be able to have the opportunity to do the things. We already, but to be honest, it is why is it polemic? This is a good short for us to understand. Why NAMM H2 it's so polemic now and everybody's talking about it? It's because despite the thing that was cheap, we brought this to our units that we can use in our modelers, and it is for free. So a good conclusion for us is, in my opinion, okay, people that use Fractal, Kemper, Quad Cortex, Helix, my personal opinion, we're not gonna sell our unit to go back with something cheaper. I'm not judging the things that is cheaper, okay guys? We can have a really good things there. However, I'm talking about powerful DSP and units with CPU that is really powerful. For example, Quad Cortex, it's a really strong unit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sell this to buy like something different, because it already sounded good enough for me, you know? And not only that, all the others amps, effects, things that I can use there, I'm already satisfied. We have to be careful to not be addicted to chase the perfect dream tone and never arrive on this. So I don't think people will get crazy to sell the units just to go with something that will be able to use in them. In my opinion, it became something really polemic because the population now that has, the majority in my opinion, has more facility, access, something that is more cheaper, they will now be able to have something that will sound cool, great, such as Fractal, such as Quad Cortex, such as Kemper. So we could bring units that was cheaper, sounds sometimes a bit like far from the real amp, but now placing them in the same table with Quad Cortex, Kemper, Fractal, etc. I'm not saying that it will sound much better than the other. However, I'm saying that now, if you have one of those units that is more accessible for you, more affordable for you, you would be able to keep that thing and be more happier with the sound, you know? So if I had my Ampero now, because I almost bought Ampero, I was thinking investing money in something really expensive, but I was like, it's expensive, is it really worth? So before that, to buy, I have video here that you can watch about why I choose Quad Cortex. I was like, maybe I'm gonna go with Ampero. And if I had Ampero with me right now, I would be happy, even happier with the NAMM H2, you know? And I would just sell Ampero to buy something like more powerful if I really need the power of the DSP, the CPU, you know? So for example, now for me that I have Quad Cortex, it's really cool because I can run a lot of instruments, microphones, use that as an interface, and it's really powerful. And I'll be honest with you, as I said to you, each capture sounds different, okay, in each unit. So I'm using my Quad Cortex as an audio interface, and my computer, we have a lot of power to use to do this plugin work. So the way it sounded for me, it's really nice also. So you know what I mean? So now what I'm doing is I take the capture of NAMM, I place on my Quad Cortex like as an audio interface, I use the plugin, use the Quad Cortex, use the Quad Cortex those pedals, because we cannot use with NAMM here in the computer, in the plugin itself, because the plugin itself you can use just the capture. I'm just doing, I using my Quad Cortex as input for my guitar, goes to the plugin, go back to the Quad Cortex, and in the Quad Cortex I can use the the effects of the pedal. So I can use reverb, delay, etc., EQ, all those things. So I could use something that like just add and sum even more for the things. So I don't think those companies are really worried about like, oh my gosh, now we're gonna be poor, we're gonna be bankrupt because of that. No. It's just something that will add for them more, even more, because in the future I'm almost sure that they're gonna maybe add this for you to use in the unit. It's even more nice here for them, because I don't think people that was thinking about buy like a Quad Cortex, now they would change going back, or people that was about to buy like 𝗙𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗏 tone mower was in doubt. Now they will have the certainty to go with that unit because it was even more like attractive for them. So in the end, I think in terms of sellers, those companies are still doing money, you know. And now it's time for us to do the blind test. Because after all that I'm talking here for a long time, explaining what is it, we cannot make any conclusion if we don't take it and play it. Okay, don't judge it before you have the thing in hands and play it, because can sounds one thing, but the playability can be different. Okay, the response can be different. How to tweak the things can be different. Okay, so enjoy first the unit for you to have a conclusion, and this is what we're gonna do right now. So now blind test. All right, blind test. Let's start with the unit A. Here's gonna be a short for us, my love. We're gonna play here. So let's compare NAMM A2 versus Quad Cortex captured. Blind test, which one sounds better? Let's start with the capture letter A, okay? I'm gonna mute here. Let's go to the other device now. Let's mute. I did not add the surprised one yet, the device surprised, but I just compared between NAMM and Quad Cortex, device A and B. We don't know which one is it, but write in the comments which device you think it is, which one is NAMM A2 and which one is Quad Cortex capture. I'm using a Fender 65 twin reverb, and this is the sound of them. Let's do it again. Device A. Let's go to device number B. Oh, number B. Letter B. Which one is which? Which one is which? Which one is which? Huh? This is still the B. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add one more, the surprise that I was talking about. So for those, I'm not gonna, shall I tell you? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. The device A, if you wrote in the comments and if you thought about it, the device A was Quad Cortex capture. The device B was 𝗫-A2 captures. Yes. But I'm not gonna play it again. I'm gonna just mix them out and I will add one more thing. Now I'm gonna do Quad Cortex modular, the twin, okay, the Fender twin, Quad Cortex capture, and 𝗫-A2, the twin also. By the way, for all of them, I'm using the same IR, okay? So here goes a short for us. Let's compare 𝗫-A2 versus Quad Cortex modular versus Quad Cortex capture. I'm using Fender 65 twin reverb with the same IR for all of them. And I'm going to start with the device ABC randomly and let's discover all of them, okay? I just dropped my pick. Okay, let's go. Device letter A. Device letter B. This one was hard. Device letter C. Which one is which? That's the blind test. I'm using, again, Fender 65 twin reverb as Quad Cortex the amp modular, Quad Cortex capture, and 𝗫-A2. Write in the comments which one is which after this blind test. Which one is which? However, which one sounds better for you? And revealing this for you, I was playing. I'm gonna play from the beginning for you guys to see, for you to listen to the difference. So the first one that I was playing, you know that I was laughing because was super close this two. Quad Cortex capture and Quad Cortex modular, okay, amp modular, I did away, like, not I did away, I just placed them there, you know, I did not tweak anything. I just took the capture and that's it. But they sound so cool, it's so like similar. So this, the letter A was the Quad Cortex modular. So look at the sound of this. And the device B was the Quad Cortex capture. And they are so similar, like, come on. Going back to the Quad Cortex. Like. And the last one, that one was 𝗫. Okay? So let's go with 𝗫. So let's do conclusion. With it was really hard, to be honest, to take some capture that will be really similar one to the other, of course, because we are talking about volume 1 to 10, treble, bass, mid 1 to 10, that the person did in certain way. Sometimes they did not even place in which way they did the position. What would be cool if we do like the capture of the Quad Cortex and the NAM with the same amp, the same position for both, and then test it. You know, that would be the most fair one to us to compare. I agree. But I try to do something that would be really close to that, because we're not gonna be able to do this always, like having your unit to do the capture. We're gonna do like this. You're gonna compare from the Quad Cortex and compare from the TONE3000 to see which one is gonna sound better for you and which one sounds better, and that's it, good, and use it. But the thing is that was hard from both sides, because even though Quad Cortex is a unit that uses just the capture of themselves, we have a community that posts a lot of capture as the same as TONE3000. So sometimes you end up checking some captures that you are like, it's not matching with me. It's not matching because the guy did not do a good job. It doesn't match because sometimes he was using, let's say, Les Paul. I'm using a Super Strato. Let's say the guy was creating the capture with Telecaster. There's nothing compared to my guitar, you know? So sometimes we need to, and capture is not good for you to tweak the buttons and EQ, etc. It's good for you to take exactly the capture that you want, a good one, and boom, that's it, don't tweak. What I did was this, I spent time, search a good one, because the capture, as I said to you guys, you can kind of like tweak a bit to go more middle, treble, etc., etc. But don't tweak it that much, you know? You're gonna end up crazy. People don't used to do this. You know, I saw a lot of famous guitarists that were saying like, no, you do the capture, leave the way it is. You can use a EQ pedal in the end and try to do the thing. But what I did was I don't want to use EQ for anything. I just want to use the way it is. So I'm going to play a bit more for you without changing the tone, okay, the tone button here. Why? Because I could notice the difference between there, really there. We capture a neural capture and the Quad Cortex model, they were super close. So when I opened the tone and close a bit, was enough to go close to them. But now I'm gonna do everything open and check it out the difference between them, okay? This is the NAM capture. It's bright as the sun, you know? I lost my pick. Did you see my pick? I hope my dog did not. You took it. I hope my dog did not eat the pick. I think. Oh, it's here. I got it. Sorry guys. Let me take this. Otherwise, my puppy is gonna eat the pick. So, okay, without doing nothing, let's go there. Let's go there together. All right. This is the thing that you have to see, and also this is the thing that you have to see. This is the way I'm doing. I'm sending the guitar to the computer back, and just using a reverb, the same thing for both, okay? This is the only thing that I'm using, the reverb. And then when you go back, I'm not doing anything, 5, I just did the output a bit more. And look how bright this thing is. So I could not use in this way. I have to close the tone a bit. And I have others here, as I can show to you guys. This one was one of the best that I like it, but was too much close. Let me just volume up a bit because the thing could not go. Yeah, this one is nice. All the way up. There's another one here. So I just click it here. It's gonna do all the captures that I downloaded for the Twin in the different way. Some of them are with the vibrato on, but the volume of them are all changed. So I have to go up and down. But this one, for example, look how bright it is for me. It's bright. I'm not changing the guitar now. I'm just showing for you the captures. Then this is the bright vibrato, the vibrato with the bright button, even brighter. My guitar is already bright, so imagine. That's what came as the captures crazy, because it's the guy who did for him, and the way he was for him was perfect because of his guitar is different from my reality. And this is something that you have to keep in mind. If you are buying presets for somebody, captures, etc., you need to tweak. You need to go and use pedals, EQ pedals, go here a bit more in there to extract the best of it, you know. So that's the problem of this one. I'm just using the way it is. Too bright, right? This is the vibrato. You see, look at this. The other one was really loud. This one is not loud enough. It's like, okay, cool. It became like a bit more nicer, but the 8th one for me was the one that was the coolest one. It was more harsh, like the bright, I can feel it a bit more. This one sounds cool. See, you have to go a bit more here and there. Check which capture sounds good for you. Which one will match with your guitar, preset, etc. And then go for it, you know. Change the IR. Okay, sometimes it's not only the capture, sometimes it's the IR that is terrible. This is the sound of the M2 that I took from this one. Let's jump to Quad Cortex. And now I'll show you from here what I did. Same IR, okay? Same IR. Just volume up a bit more because of the volume. Volume is fine. And now we're gonna see what I did here. You see? Nothing of gain, bass, mid, treble, just the volume to have a bit more of volume. Nothing else. Nothing else. Same reverb, same positions here and there, same thing. I just place a noisy gate as the other one has. And look at the sound, all the way open. So more balanced. I can feel the balance, the warmth of the strings, the mid, the treble, the bass. Like in this one, I can feel more a presence of an amp. For me, was balanced, too much balanced. So good. And I'm not being the fan club here of all capture of Quad Cortex is best because I'm having. No, this one. I'm gonna use this one, and this one for me was better. But let's see if the model itself is better. So the model itself, it is the way it comes. Oh, here, all the like mid, treble, bass in the same position. Everything open. A bit more bright than the capture of Quad Cortex. However, it's not bright as here. You see the difference? Going back. And then change to this one, to the model. So let's do model of Quad Cortex and then capture of none. So felt the difference? Going back. I can feel like the strings being strumming, like. And when I go here, it sounds unbalanced for me. It sounds not cool. But I could like make it sound better that time. When I close a bit more the tone, or actually a bit more, no, I close almost everything. Yes, in this way. So you see now, however, it's all the way closed. Look, I'm just number one. I was in level 1 to tone close everything, like 1 and the 10. Harsh. All right, so let's compare that one. So we were here. No. Turn off. Yeah. All the way up. Change. Going to NAM. Going back, capture. Going to Quad Cortex model. Going back to capture Quad Cortex. And going back to NAM. Yeah, it's bright. I would need to spend more time like in the NAM to do something even more better. I did in the last time with the NAM, the 65 Deluxe, and it was something boom, like I'd never seen some capture so good such as that one. And it was Steve, the creator of NAM, that did that capture, and it was incredible. I'll see if I can use here for us now, and I'll show you guys. But write in the comment, and just in this battle of Twin, okay, the Fender Twin 65, which one wins for you? My love, I want your comment. Which one is the best for you and sounds good now? Huh? They are really close from you, from your side, because from me here, I like Quad Cortex, and the Quad Cortex capture was really close. However, the NAM for me was really far.
I I think I would stay with the modeler.
The modeler. She said the modeler. Let's play the modeler. Let's play the modeler. Let's see the capture. I like the capture because the capture has more body. You see this? It's insane. Same for the other. And just for this one, let's see how is it. Maybe, maybe they want to be bright. But for me, it's really, really bright. Let's go to NAMM. And now with NAMM, I'm gonna show to you guys. Actually, I'm gonna find this thing for us. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to... Whoopa! My dog is barking. He's happy with the... What? We're happy with what? He's happy with the toy that he got. Okay, I think I have it. I'm using now this thing here. And now I'm gonna show it to you guys a bit more of NAMM. So I place here the 𝗥𝗍 reverb, okay? Now let's listen the tuning reverb. Ooh, it's super loud. Go back. It's louder than when I need. Listen to it, okay? Because we need a bit of more threshold. Okay. Listen to this deluxe, okay, reverb 65 of NAMM. How good this thing is. Steve created this one, and it's available for everyone for free. I can also change the IR for us to do comparisons. Okay. Let me show to you guys this one here. Okay, let's go back there. I'm with the Fender. Oh wait, hold on. I don't think we need. Sorry guys. Yes, we don't need the IR. My pardon. Okay, we don't need the IR. Just the deluxe reverb. Always be diligent on this because sometimes you're gonna sound terrible because you don't know if the guy did the capture with the cabinet or just the head. This one, Steve did with all the combo. That's why it was so loud. Okay, so now check it out. How nice it is. Harsh, like the bright is cool. And if I just volume down. Look. It's so good. So sometimes that's what I said. Spend a moment, find a really good capture that will match with your unit, your guitar, the settings that you are using, the modular. For example, that one, what I said, was not that cool. I tried to use the twin and I was like, it's nice, but not the way I wished. But let's see Quad Cortex. We did that, and I'm gonna add it here, the deluxe for us just see the difference between them. We have a capture here for the deluxe overdrive that I like. Also has the thing itself. Oh wait, so sorry. You see, like I did not tweak that much, just the tone. But in this way, it sounds a bit more better in the M. Let me just feel a bit more. And if you go back, there's no body here. It's really weak compared to. There's this one. There's the 65 clean. Let's just volume up. Yeah. Now it's much better, you see? I like it better, more than the other. This one, yes, this one was cool. Sounds better. And let's compare it back to the other. Let's save it. And then we go back. 𝗏𝗡2. For this one, 𝗏𝗡2, as I said, like and it's so insane because it's used just 9% of my CPU. I know it's unfair saying because I'm using the computer also, the Quad Cortex, but for you to see how much power we can use to make even better the NAM to sound cooler. Super nice, right? Super nice. Now, I wish to do one more for us here. That it is over here. Maybe I can try to see if I can have it here. Okay. Oh, we need to take it out, something. Let me just think on something. Let me use this one, no problem. Let's see the deluxe reverb. Where is the thing? Here. I want to compare this one with that one. Bright. Bright and harsh. Ah, of course it is. The IR is not on. Ah, that's so good. Wow, that's insane. Let me see if the name says something. If it's very bright. Okay, I think this is the normal one. But anyway. Okay. Look at the mother, how cool it sounds like. This one is even better. It's cool. In the end of the day, guys, it's like any of them you would be happier, no? All of them sounds really nice. All of them sounds really cool. Like we have a, wow, like look at this Quad Cortex. For example, as I said to you, you see how it responds, like with my hand, the way I play. So if I go like, all the way up. You get the answer. And the valves, like the simulation of the valves will work exactly the same. So in the end, let's go to this guy here. In the end, they are really cooler. Click it here, go here, amps, and then I'm gonna show you one for you, this guy here. Let me show this guy for you. Wait, hold on. I just need to know if they are full rig or not. Yeah, I think they're full rig with me. Okay. I do not need. Ow! I hit my head, my head on my knee on the table. So let's see how like something that it is, how can I say, a lead tone, lead amp capture sounds good with this or not. Like oh boy, I didn't know you were seeing this thing here. It's my part. Yeah. The first thing that I took in NAMM was this preset, and it was the best one until now. Was the first shot. It's a PV5150 full rig with also the IR like the Mesa Boogie. And I'm gonna show you the sound of this crazy thing. Like, I was wondering if the capture would be so good with the high gain, because usually high gain is when we can start distinguish what is modular, what is capture, what is real amp. Because to simulate this and really have the frequency of the amp, it's something hard. But my friend, the power of this thing here, what? It's something. The harmonics, like, it's insane. Yeah, it's too much. Like I said to you, well, conclusion of this thing here is just be diligent, you know? You just need to know how much time you can spend chasing for tone, for capture, and don't forget about study, you know? Like, don't waste all your day just chasing tones, because now it becomes something easier for you to have an access. I'm not saying for you to not having fun. Have fun, but prioritize, you know, your task, because otherwise you spend like 5 hours, 6 hours in the thing, and you're gonna like lose yourself there, and boom, you're never gonna be like happy with the tone that you have. It will never be enough. So have fun, like moderate fun, chase on something that you wanna play, Because as I was saying to you, I was chasing. I was like, come on, I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that. But in fact, it's not that I was not happy. It's because we have so many accessing things that we get used with this thing of having the happiness of searching for that and oh, this is good, I want another one. Can I find another thing better than this? Can I find another thing better than this, better than this, better than this? And then we start like chasing for something better than what? If it's already good, you know? As I say to you, like Quad Cortex for me, it's already good. Why am I chasing for something even more? Unless having fun. Of course, a bit fun, it's okay. But more, it's too much, you know? So for example, I showed to you this regarding the 5150. I'm gonna show you this on Quad Cortex. I will just play a bit of one more time for you in the NAMM. It's cool, right? It's cool. Let's go to Quad Cortex. I'm gonna show you like how come I'm not saying like this is better than the other, okay? We were doing comparison, blind test, etc. But now I'm not showing this. I'm showing another thing. I'm gonna show to you how also easily and faster I can end up doing like something cool with Quad Cortex using modular. And of course, doing the same thing, like where's the amp? 5150. I don't remember if it's this one or the other one. But anyway, let's just add in a pedal here, because I don't want anyone get crazy with this noise. Okay, so that's it, and we go. Of course, I would need to change this to be as the other one. Like I did like this, maybe like this, 120, and that's it. Let me see if I have it here, something related to, I have it already. Here, sorry guys. I don't need to go there. I have it here, my 5150. Look, 5150. And the comparison. super cool. I'm gonna copy this thing here. Copy virtual device. And I'm gonna like place it here first to finish and do a comparison. Okay, now we have the same. Now we have the same. All right, now we have the same. Da la 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 da. I don't remember. Okay, let's do a blind test. First to finish. Yep. Let me place a gate here for us to not get crazy. Whew, that's lovely. No noise. No noise. Okay, we're not gonna know which one is which because I'm changing here now. And let's go. So, guys, let's compare NAMM-A2 with Quad Cortex, but not the capture, the amp itself. I'm using a 5150, and let's see which one sounds better, but blind test. Device A. Woo, again. Let's go, device B. We're gonna do it again, and I'm gonna mute my microphone. Start with device A. Let's go to the device B. Which one is which? Is it device A, Quad Cortex or NAMM? Or is it device B, Quad Cortex or NAMM? Write in the comments, I wanna know. So, just to review this and finish with the live, let's go to Quad Cortex. So, the device A was this guy here. Device A was Quad Cortex. For me it has more bright. You know, I can take it out this, but sounds super cool. And NAMM, it was a device B. Has more body, more like the F, the depth, you know, the depth. It's insane. NAMM. You can do harmonics. Guys, Fox, you are in the cameras, boy. You are in the cameras. You want to finish with the live? Come on my lap and then we can finish the live. Come. Come a bit more further. I can't take you if you're too down. Go here. Yay, look at me, guys. I'm here. Border Collie Fox Lino. Yay! That's me after watching a lot of that playing. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say bye-bye. Say it then, bye-bye. And if you want to play, and if you want to study, you have a course. I'm going to release down the link in the description and also in the chat. We're going to have live all Thursday, okay? Every Thursday we have lives here at 7, but the 7 is Brazilian time. I'm gonna check with my wife, which time is in US?
6.
At 6 p.m. in US, Florida. Yes, in Brazil it's 7 p.m. So all Thursday we have it for us to do lives. Next Thursday we're gonna bring something cooler for us as well. Maybe we're gonna do some nice comparison regarding Vox, 𝗙cie_30, Mesa Boogie, and etc. Just write in the comment which amp you want to see the difference between Quad Cortex Capture, Quad Cortex amp, and also the NAMM A2, okay? You're gonna do all of that. Guys, it was a pleasure to have you all here again. And if one of you would like to dive deep and study a bit more of guitar, feel free to reach out for me and also click in the link in the chat that will drag you just to my website, where we have volumes for 1, 2, 3 beginner, intermediate, and advanced for you to study with me and have a really good routine in these last months of the year for you to be able to achieve your guitar dream. All right. Thank you, guys. I have one more thing for you here, guys. Let's touch that thing, guys. Let's touch that thing. Say bye-bye, bye-bye. If you did not establish your routine in terms of study, here goes a link that it is in the bio about my new course. I released 3 volumes, okay, that will help you to master the fretboard from the beginning to the advanced level, where you will connect the dots. Things that was just a separate subject, now you will be able to navigate across the whole neck in all the 12 keys in an easy way. So if you are interested to start click in the link